Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Single for Life, single player let's play of 1.15 Minecraft. We are here. I've made a little bit of progress in between episodes. I have farmed up some of our sugarcane, and I think we now have enough to where when we're ready to do enchanting, we are good to go on that. Let's get out of this mode. There we go. We almost have our full field of wheat going. I definitely slacked off on this way too much. Now today though, what I want to do is let's get this grass finished kind of growing over, and we are going to move the sheep over into their own little pen, and then we're going to decorate these two to where they're not just little squares of fence posts and not a harsh line between sand and dirt. So we're going to decorate this up area, make it look a little bit prettier for us. I've also made some more cows, as you can see from the last episode, so we are starting to be able to eat steak regularly, so that'll be good. Hey, it looks like grass even got far enough to where one sheep has redone its wool. That's good to see. So this should fill in with grass pretty soon. We're going to do the same thing here so we can move the sheep over and keep them separated, because trying to breed some of these cows, some of the sheep really got kind of greedy for that wheat. Today we're also going to go down into our mine shaft. We're going to go get our first diamonds of the series. We definitely want to go get at least 5. 5 is the only amount that I will ever mine up before getting fortune pickaxe. So we're going to get 5, 3 to be able to make a diamond pickaxe so we can go into the nether, do things like that, and mine obsidian, as well as 2 for us to be able to make an enchantment table to get that fortune. I don't like mining any more diamonds before then until I have the fortune enchantment, because then I just feel like I'm wasting diamonds. If I get silk touch first, so be it. I'll pick up the ores, but until then I'll just mark their locations and kind of keep track of those. So I'm going to go ahead, gather up the resources for us to go ahead and separate these guys out. And then we're going to separate them, decorate it, and make it look nice and good, and then we'll go on a mining session. So let me go grab those supplies real quick, and we will start a little bit of a time lapse on decorating this area. Be right back before we start the time lapse. Okay guys, as you can see, I've gone ahead, I've done actually a little bit of stuff off camera. I've separated these out. This 2 sheep decided to sneak away. These 2 stayed behind. So the cows, well, for whatever reason, they just decided they wanted to run off into this pen. So this is now their pen. This is going to be the sheep pen. This is how I'm going to break up the line between the sand and here. And I also probably will mix in maybe some stripped birch logs would be preferable. So we'll see if we can find some of those to kind of just blend in that sand a little better to this. So for now, this is just going to be exclusively dirt, which is going to turn into grass. But we will also mix in some coarse dirt and other things like that to give it some different effects, because I don't want it all to be grass and I don't want it all to just be dirt either. So we're going to mix in all kinds of different things in here, but mainly we're going to fill this in. Now, I've got this little area in here. This allows me to go in and move animals without me letting them loose to the world. It's always most frustrating. You go in, man, these guys are loud. Let's turn them down a little bit, huh? I'll just turn down the regular volume for everything a little bit, and then friendly creatures, we'll set them at 50%. How about that? So this allows me to come in and move things without them running off, because when I was moving them from this pen to this pen, they really did not like that and wanted to. The right ones didn't want to go, and the wrong ones, of course, did. Now, having these on the fence posts, for whatever reason, allows you to just jump in and out. So instead of having a gate where these guys can escape every time you open it, you can put a carpet on top of the fence post that allows you to jump on it. Whereas regularly, I couldn't jump over this. But for some reason, when you stack the carpet on top, you can jump in and out, and they cannot. So that's a fantastic way to make sure they stay in. It's not the prettiest looking, but it is very effective. So let's go ahead and hop on in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go silent now, and I'm going to let you see this whole process. I'm going to speed it all up nice and fast. Would y'all get out of my face? I should have done this before y'all got in here. But I'm going to go ahead, fill on all this with dirt, and then make this kind of like a little time lapse for y'all to watch. All right? So enjoy the good music, and I will see you when it is finished. Okay, guys, so that's going to have to do it for now on decorating it. Those torches won't stay there. We're going to get some lanterns to dangle down from this roof as soon as we can do it. The roof I want to make out of campfires. The issue we've got with doing it in campfires is that at the moment I do not have nearly enough logs, and I do not have nearly enough coal. Coal being the real bottleneck of the situation there. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is we're going to go jump down into the mines, because we need to go ahead and start getting us some resources to be able to actually cook food with and build with, because we're just hurting for iron, we're hurting for coal, we're hurting for those nice ores that we need to go from there. Those trees are going to grow up there and fill in this area a little bit better, and I think it's going to oh, excuse me. I think it's going to look so much better with some campfires up on top there. Extinguished, of course. And then that should pretty well do that area until we add in some coarse dirt to it. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is we're going to go jump into another time lapse of mining for some ores. So let me go ahead. This pickaxe is getting pretty close to being broke, so let's drop off this food here. Actually, let's get this food cooking. Let's go grab 1, 2, 3. Let's make one more pickaxe for us. There we go. Let's get some food for our journey. So let's go ahead and breed up some cows for us. And we might as well do a couple of sheep too. That doesn't hurt. There we go. And you two. Cool. We should have some more wheat available for us over here to get. And during that time, as you might have seen, I finished in our farm over here. So now we officially have this full area to grow us lots of wheat and get us all the bread, and more, even better, get us cows to breed so we can eat some delicious steak. So I hope everything's going well for you guys now. For me right now, this is in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic, so where I live, it's not too bad. We're not completely in lockdown, though they really don't want people out and leaving. So I've been staying at home a lot, and actually lost my job because of all of this. So I decided this would be a good way to go out and do something new and different, because I've got the time to. I've got the ability to spend time doing this, so it's something I'd been thinking about for a while. I play this game all the time as it is, so I might as well just record it and put it up there, and hey, if some people like it, cool. Otherwise, hey, I get to go back and watch myself do silly things later on in life. Now, I actually just finished doing a painting right before this recording. It's a pretty cool one. I might go ahead and post it up on my Twitter and Instagram pages, and then if you're interested, I will hopefully be getting the stuff I need to be able to record me doing some of those. I tend to paint very similar in a Bob Ross style, because that's who I learned from, watching him paint for so long, and that's kind of the technique I like to do. So hopefully on this channel here soon, we're going to mix it up. I'm hoping to do a couple of different other video games as well as start doing some painting videos there. And then once all of this craziness with this virus ends, then I'm going to go back to being able to rock climb, and we might make some rock climbing videos as well. Who knows? So I want this channel to be very broad in terms of what we do on it. I'm going to leave that shovel here, as well as the shears, because we are not going to need it. Let's take this, let's make as many torches as we possibly can, and then take some more wood with me to make some more sticks, and let's get going. So we're going to use this. Hopefully this will get us up quite a few levels. That's the goal from it anyways, is get us up quite a few levels. As you can see, I've planted way more trees over here. So I'm thinking for our next episode, I want to organize that. I want to make that so much easier to gather. So we're going to go out and we are going to gather up, or or make a little area. My goodness, I need to change the ceiling on this. Once I put in the stairs, now I just hit my head on it with every step and I can't run. Oh, that's annoying. Well, so we're going to make the tree farm basically to where we can easily just plant it, gather it, and keep it all kind of nice and neat together. So the way I like to mine when I'm doing a strip mine is I am just simply going to pick one direction. We're just going to start with this redstone here. And I will offhand the torches and just go in a straight line for a good long time. And we'll just see how many we can get. So I'm going to do this in the form of a time lapse as well. Just go ahead and turn on that good music again, and we'll see with how much we can get in the next, let's see, we'll mine for 30 minutes and see what we can come up with. All right, see you guys in 30 minutes. Hey guys, and if you look at that, that looks like our first diamonds to me. That did not take long at all. That literally took about 4 minutes. So I mean, we did not go very far. How many are we gonna get? 1, 2, 3. Hey, we're gonna get all we need right here. I'm a little nervous about pulling these out though. Oh, it's surrounded by all this gross diorite. Perfect. There's the 5 we need. Look at that. 5 minutes into mining, we already get the first 5 that we need to do the things I set out for us to do. So that's awesome. So anything we get now is all bonus. So again, I'm going to keep going for another 25 minutes. We'll see what we come back with, and we will check in then. Guys, welcome back after that 30 minutes of mining. It was pretty successful. Oops, we left some ore right here. I think that's after my pickaxe broke. There we go. It was pretty successful. As you can see, here's the rare ores we got now that I do have more iron in here. So nearly a stack of iron. I did only, like I said, I was only going to get 5 diamonds mining it with a regular pickaxe. Way off over there in the distance, right there, right next to us, and even down this one. Down all 3 of these little mine shafts that I did, there is several things of diamond ore sitting there waiting for us to go back and pick it up. I would say probably about 15-20 ores in total, because there's 2 big seams right here, one little one right here, and I think another one down the line, and then one off way in the distance over here as well. So there's definitely lots of diamonds down here. I've been getting pretty lucky with them. So I'm going to expand this to a 2 wide all the way down there, and then this will be our main mining branch going out each direction. So these are just 2 little subsections here, and then this is our main one that will start to branch off going in each direction. So I also got all of this, so decent amount there. The nice part is now we got some building materials for us to do some things with in the future. And while I was doing that, I was thinking about what we're going to be doing in the next episode and going forward. So what we need to go do today is we need to go, let's go take all of our rare resources that we can up top. There we go. We're going to leave that in there just for smelting purposes. And let's go ahead and grab as much of this different items as we can. There we go. And head back on up and go home. We're going to go and put the campfires and extinguish all of them on top of the pens over there for our animals. And then that will conclude today's episode. And alright guys, welcome back. So as you can see, that is not entirely all campfires. What I did was a mixture of trap doors and campfires, and I feel like it looks pretty good. The reason I went for the mixture, and I know that they're not all facing the same way, I kind of just left it random. I thought that would just make for an interesting texture. I didn't want to have a pattern or anything in there for the angle of the campfires. There is a pattern for trapdoor campfire, trapdoor campfire. Now, the reason I went with that, oops, left this block sitting here, broke my axe. So the reason I went with that is I just don't have enough resources. And honestly, I think this worked out really nicely. I would normally have done it with spruce, but with the oak, I think this actually turned out pretty good, and I'm actually very happy with this. So as far as I'm concerned, this is now done. This is to where we can constantly keep coming over here, grabbing wheat like I did in between while I was working on this, and then come back over and breed up lots and lots of cows to where we get just a bunch of them crammed in here. And once we get a lot of grown up in there, we'll go in, convert over to the dark side for just a little bit and get ourselves some steak for us to enjoy. Now, so that's going to be it for today's episode. I am so glad you all could join me. It was very successful. We found our first diamonds. We got this area prettied up so much nicer now. Now that doesn't look so bad. Now we got to do a little bit to that because that just looks so plain in comparison as well. And we definitely need to get some walkways, but all that in good time. The next episode hopefully will be farms. We're going to get the tree farm going, maybe an iron farm as well, and get ourselves ready. In the background, I'm going to start getting ourselves ready for some enchanting, because look at that, level 25. If I can hang on to that, then we will be at level 30 soon, get that fortune pickaxe, and start loading up on all the diamonds. So thank you guys ever so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and we will continue to make more content. Alright, I will see you guys in the future. Have a good one.